Alright. So, been playing some Satisfactory. This is, you build factories and stuff, and that's really, there's not really that much combat. Well, I mean, there can be, but it's not really a focus of the game. It's literally just about building factories, which sounds like boring, but once you get into doing it, it's just like, it's really relaxing and it's kind of fun just getting it going. Like, I'm gonna do a little tour of what I got going. So, oh, my pod just came back. That's because I completed research and it went and sent off the details to space or something like that. Up far away. Yeah, this is the first little area that you build, the hub. Do new research, you can build all kinds of things. That's where you get everything started. And you unlock more stuff. I'm up to tier 4, almost done with it. Actually, I'll set an objective just so I know what to do. Hypertubes, they let you travel around fast. I think I got most of this stuff already. I already got 300 copper sheets, I know. Probably, I almost got all the steel pipes. Yeah, I'm almost done with that. But basically you set objectives so you know what you need to make with your factory. But right here you get some iron. You can get it with your, you can get it manually, but obviously that's going to be slow. You can set up little thingies, auto miners. You can set up like several of those wherever you know there's some iron or other things besides iron, and they start to get it for you. You can work with them. Already got 20 of it, but this is obviously the best way to do it. And then after you get that set up, you set up a conveyor belt, hop on the conveyor belt, and put it into storage. I got a double storage. You can stack them up vertically. But this doesn't stay in the storage for that long because it comes out and goes into this splitter. And I set it up to go to 2 different smelters because it's faster than just one, so that's why I have the splitter. And then after they're smelted, they get turned into ingots. So I got the iron ingots there. And then that's nice to have iron ingots because you can do a lot of things with those, but I have it set up automatically to go into my constructor that takes these iron ingots, and you can turn them into different things. But right now what I'm working on turning them into is steel plates, or iron plates. And then these iron plates get put in here, which I got another double storage thing, and they got ladders on the side of them so you can climb up. Get some perspective. Look at this world. This is there's kind of been, when I was playing Icarus, I want to like be bothered by like physics and making sure everything kind of checks out. I don't know. This game, I'm not that worried about it. It's not, I mean, it's cool to have things be realistic and stuff, but I guess that would technically be physically possible. If you build it into the side of the mountain for stability, that would work, but yeah, I built that to get up there easier than walking around that side thing and taking the long way, so, but Yeah, there was my iron mining over there, getting turned into. Let's see how many plates I got. It goes into this belt and then goes up there. So this will be the one that's more full. This one's probably empty actually. So I got a lot of iron sheets. Let's see. I don't have that many in my inventory, so I'm gonna take some and get that many. Yeah, same thing. I built so I can go up there. Because this is... Let's go up there, sure. Since we're doing a little tour here. I built these ramps, which are actually relatively affordable. So I can go all the way up there. Like I said, physics be damned, but sometimes you gotta throw some of your notions out the window that keep you from having fun. I want things to be cool and physics and good, but at the same time I like, look at all this, look at this, see, there's my iron thing that I showed you, and I tore that. Look how small that is compared to everything. Look at this. And I don't even have the map unlocked yet, but this is, I don't know, probably like less than 1% of the total world is my factory setup. Like probably less than 1/10% or something. It's huge. But you only do what you need to do, but I could go even higher. I'm playing at 4K here, so I'm kind of pushing it. Like, I figured out I probably don't have enough VRAM to really be playing at 4K. I mean, it's mostly good, but I just get some texture pop in occasionally here and there, but I can't turn down, I don't want to turn down the resolution. I got my flashlight on. Let's see. Oh, there's some water over there. You need water for stuff sometimes. I can talk about that later. You can use the verticality and get a sense of where you want to kind of go next. I'm looking down and I'm seeing all these areas where I see possible deposits. Now I'm thinking I'm seeing where my parachute thing would be useful. Do I have a parachute in my inventory right now? I don't think I do. No. I might build a parachute later and do some exploring from up high. Get some berries, good for healing. If you take any damage from combat or falling. Wow. Yeah, this game is large. Large. Satisfactory. I wonder if I could jump on that thing and hitch a ride. I've never tried before. If I start to look down too much, you get a vertigo because there's going to be fall damage, so I gotta go and get some different materials that I don't have access to right now. I gotta do some exploring and get them, because that'll allow me to come down from high places easier, and maybe that'll stop my vertigo. And flowers. Uh-oh. Oh shit, I'm just gonna run for now. I don't want to deal with that. Oh god damn. Oh damn, took some fall damage. That asshole. Whatever. fall damage in this game is pretty forgiving, honestly. You can fall from some pretty tall heights, but falling from up there would surely kill me, so I'm not trying to mess with that. These are the ramps I built so I don't have to go all the way around. What do we got here? This is actually one of the first things that I built, areas that I built, and I've kind of expanded it since. I don't know, I just felt like having a platform floating above. Like I said, physics be damned, but you can pick flowers and stuff and use them for fuel. This is like I had my iron, I was getting iron ore. This over here is my copper operation. Come on, textures. Yep, lots of copper ore. It's just a, oh, why'd that shut down? Oh, cause, yeah, this is running as much as it needs to, but I'm not really using the copper all that fast, so it's kind of like backed up. I'm sure this is, yeah, it's actually full. You know what, I'm gonna shut it off. It'll get used up pretty quick, but all 3 of my storage crates are full, actually. So, I mean, it goes into standby, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but I don't need another storage crate. My copper ore comes up here, gets split up to 2 different smelters, and then this one takes the copper ingots and gets split. Actually, it doesn't get split at all. I don't remember why I have that there right now. But this gets turned into wire. Come on, textures. And then the wire gets sent through the constructor. Wait a second. Oh, that's why I have the splitter. You can't see all of what's going. I don't know why I have this splitter, but this one anyway. I get wire, and half of it goes into here, and then the other half goes eventually into there as cable. The wire comes down here and goes into this constructor, which turns it into cable and then sends it up here. So you got wire basic and then cable's more advanced. And I have a splitter here. I'm getting caught up on cable because I ran out of it for a little bit. We're kind of getting there. You know what I'll do? Yeah, I think we're in a good place with that. We're gonna use this again. This is our splitter. So currently it's all going up there because there's only one path coming out of the splitter. But we don't need all of the cable, so we're gonna route it into here. And I could make the belt a little bit prettier. Ooh, actually, don't I have level 3? I do. I don't need level 3 right now. I'm just gonna do level 2. That's just the speed of them. I could make the belt a little more like right angly, but this is fine. So now, one cable goes there, and then when the next cable comes through, the next one goes up there. It splits it 50-50. You can do up to 3 ways. So half of it is going up into storage for when I need it, and the other half is going into this thing, which I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it yet, but what I kind of have figured out is you put all your excess crap that you don't necessarily need into here, and over time it gets you coupons, and those coupons that you get from basically discarding crap can be used for other things later. right now I've got 24 coupons. For every cable that I put in there, it gets me like a little bit of points. And once those points are full, then I get another coupon. So I spend them over at this little shop here, put the tickets in there, and I get different stuff. I'm not exactly sure how that works yet, but it's kind of cool. Oh yeah, after I have my wire, part of it, when it gets turned into wire, goes into there, and the other part of the wire comes into here and gets turned into cable, which I already went over. But my second factory here, once it gets smelted into ingots, is you take the ingots and you turn them into sheeting. Oh shit, I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, anyway. So, yeah. You have some of the cable that gets produced by the first smelter, or the wire, go into here, and then that turns into cable and goes up there. Then I have that second smelter that takes the ingots, turns them into sheets, which so far haven't used that many things, but I've used them for piping because they're corrosion resistant, so the copper can be used for piping. So over here was my first means of power. You go and get plants, and you can put plants in here, and it gets used for turning it turns the biomass into power, and so then you can power your grid, which I've done. And you can put different things in there. Instead of doing raw plants, I turn the plants into biomass, and then I turn the biomass into solid biofuel, so it's more efficient. But that requires a lot of tedious activity. You have to go and collect plants, and then you have to turn the plants into biomass, then you have to turn it into biofuel, and then when you start to run low, you got to go collect it again. So the next step, after you want to power your whole setup with that, I got 4 of those going, a couple more right there at the base. Those come as standard as part of the thing you make it originally. But yeah, I'm doing alright on that. I don't need to refuel those in a while. But instead of messing with the tediousness of that, the next form of power you can start working on is this is a big turbine. This is a coal generator. You burn the coal to heat up water. Water turns into steam, spins that turbine, and makes energy. A lot of energy. Like a lot more than those biomass things. So that means you need coal. Oops, I fell down. That means you need coal. Damn it. Well, anyway, you need coal, which I've gotten from here. Lots of coal. Lots and lots and lots of coal that you burn. And then also you need water. So more power lines here. Make sure I power my thing up here that's getting my coal for me. What is that? Ooh, slug. You can collect slugs and you can use them to make your crash site. I'm gonna have to go there soon. I'll go figure that out later. You can use slugs to make your machinery work quicker. I was gonna go up close and look at it, but just look at it from up here. There's my water. That's where I'm getting my water from. Send it over to the coal plant. Sounds like it's slowing down and starting up. Probably because I'm pumping more water than I actually need. So it's filling up my tanks that are basically just backup tanks. You don't need them. That looks like sulfur. I think I'll be okay with the fall. I don't think I'll need ramps. Yeah, it's not that bad. This doesn't have a thing that I can mine underneath it. It's just randomly out there in the wild, so I figure I'll pick that up now. Eventually, I gotta get various pieces from the things that I'm producing in my factory. I gotta get different pieces and eventually bring them over here. This is the space elevator. Send different materials and resources all the way up. Way, 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 way up. It's pretty cool. This took a lot of resources to make, like a lot. I mean, understandably so, it's huge. It's so huge I didn't know where to put it. I didn't want to like put it on all the nature stuff because it's so big, so I came and found a cliff and just built some platforms off the cliff. Once again with the whole, you know, physics thing, but it's fine. I just didn't want to cover shit up with the big ass space elevator, so I built it over here where I knew there was a cliff that I could just build off of. Oh man, is your vertigo sense ticking? Because mine is. I just feel like I'm gonna fall off. Yeah, you can actually lead conveyor belts into here to get the different stuff that you need because you need so damn much of it. It takes a long time to make, so you can bring it over by hand or you can feed them up to conveyor belts. But I don't know if I'm gonna use those conveyor belts necessarily right away. I'm on stage, I did stage 1, so I'm on stage 2 now. I'll probably end up bringing it over by hand, but maybe when I get to the next stage I'll send this stuff on conveyor belts, because it'll probably be like a mind-blowing amount of things that I need. I don't know if it's starting to get that dark or if it's just because I'm over here in the dark area. Yeah. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna go get that hard drive. I think I've toured most of the base. I stopped running this because I don't need it as much. That's my limestone. Store that in there and turn the limestone into concrete. Yeah, when you make you can get coal and power your factories, but you can also take coal plus iron, and that's how you make steel. Coal plus iron. And these over here get turned into coal plus iron. Gets turned into steel. And steel gets turned into different stuff, making different stuff with coal plus iron. But I don't need all of the iron, so I'm taking half of the iron and turning it into steel, but I'm taking the other half and smelting it into iron ingots and running it automatically over to here. Actually, I'm turning the iron ingots first into rods, and then after I get rods, they go over here. And the rods, I have a whole entire setup just for turning rods into nails, because I've found that I need a lot of nails for a lot of different things, or screws actually. Backed up here. Need iron plates. Putting my iron plates in the storage container, and they get sent down the line, and the iron plates get combined with the nails that I need so much of, the screws, and they turn the 6 iron plates plus 12 screws gets turned into a reinforced iron plate, of which I need a lot of those for as well. So this is a assembler. It's a upgraded version of the version 1 thing, because it takes 2 ingredients instead of just 1, turns them into things. So I've got some plates over here, and I just recently built a second assembler over here. Right now it's idle, but this has the iron rods, and I've got to restock this soon, put some screws in there, and once I combine iron rods with screws, I can get a rotor. So got a decent amount of rotors here, as well as some other things because I switched production. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what I got going so far. I got some objectives I got to go do later, but that's my my base that I got going so far. It's pretty sweet. This is probably, I don't know, 15 hours. Started off here, went over there, 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 and now I'm over there. And gonna get some pieces for the space elevator and send some more cool stuff into outer space. Alright, guess I'll end the video here. Got some exploring to do. Maybe I'll make a different video of that. Alright. Hasta la vista.